Felt like life is not moving? You are trying, you are praying, you are working hard, you are doing everything you can, but still something feels stuck. Money is not flowing. Peace is not staying. Relationships feel heavy. The mind feels restless. And somewhere deep inside, you start asking, why is this happening to me? Why is my life blocked? But what if your life is not blocked? What if life is only trying to stop you from walking in the wrong direction? Neem Karoli Baba, lovingly called Maharaji by his devotees, did not teach complicated spirituality. He did not ask people to run away from life. He did not give long lectures about success, money, or ambition. His teaching was simple, but it could shake your entire way of living. He would say, love everyone, serve everyone, remember God. Simple words. But hidden inside them is the answer to why so many people feel stuck today. Because most of us are not living from love, we are living from fear. We are not serving life, we are only trying to control life. We are not remembering God. We are remembering our problems again and again. And the more we remember our problems, the bigger they become in our mind. Think about your own life. When something does not happen at the time you expected, what do? You panic, you compare, you overthink. You open social media and see someone else getting promoted, someone else buying a house, someone else getting married, someone else becoming successful, and suddenly your own life starts looking small. But Maharaji's path teaches us something very different. A delay is not always denial. Sometimes a delay is divine protection. Sometimes the door is closed because your soul is not ready. Sometimes the opportunity is blocked because it would have taken you away from your real path. Sometimes the person leaves because God is making space for a deeper peace. But because we only see one small part of the picture, we call it failure. Grace sees the full picture. This is where surrender begins. Surrender does not mean becoming weak. Surrender does not mean doing nothing. Surrender means you do your duty with full heart, but you stop fighting the timing of God. There is a big difference. A person without surrender says, why is this not happening now? A person with surrender says, I will do my karma, but I trust that the result will come when it is right. This is why many devotees felt peace around Neem Karoli Baba, not because every problem vanished instantly, but because in his presence people felt something deeper than solutions. They felt trust. They felt, I am not alone. And maybe this is what you need to hear today. You are not alone. The block you are feeling may not be punishment. It may be preparation. The silence you are experiencing may not be emptiness. It may be guidance. The waiting period may not be wasted time. It may be the time in which your inner strength is being built. But there is one mistake most people make during this phase. They keep asking, when will my life change? Maharaji's teaching would make us ask a better question. What is life trying to change inside me? Because many times before the outside path opens, the inside person must change. Maybe life is trying to make you more patient. Maybe life is trying to remove your ego. Maybe life is trying to teach you faith. Maybe life is trying to take you from control to surrender. Maybe life is trying to show you that your peace cannot depend on one job, one person, one number, one result, or one dream. Because the moment your peace depends completely on something outside you, fear enters. And where there is fear, life feels blocked. This is why remembering God was central to Maharaji's teaching. Remembering God does not only mean sitting in front of a temple for 10 minutes. It means remembering that there is a higher intelligence moving through your life. It means remembering that the same power that brought you this far can take you further. It means remembering that you are not carrying life alone. When you remember only your problem, your mind becomes small. When you remember God, your heart becomes wide. And a wide heart can pass through situations where a fearful mind gets trapped. Now there is another reason your life may feel blocked. You may be holding too tightly to an old identity. Maybe you keep saying, I am unlucky. I never get what I want. Good things happen to others, not me. My time will never come. Every time you repeat these thoughts, you are not just thinking. You are creating an inner wall. Maharaji's path was not about living in this mental prison. It was about love, faith, simplicity, and service. So if you feel blocked, ask yourself honestly, am I serving or am I only seeking? Am I loving or am I only expecting? Am I remembering God or am I remembering my fear? Because sometimes the fastest way to open your own life is to become a blessing in someone else's life. This is a powerful spiritual secret. When your mind is obsessed with my problem, my pain, my delay, my failure, your energy becomes tight. But when you serve someone, feed someone, help someone, pray for someone, or speak kindly to someone, your energy opens. And when your energy opens, life also begins to open. This is why serve everyone was not just a moral teaching, it was a spiritual technology. Service breaks the ego. Love softens the heart. Remembering God clears the mind. Together, these three remove the deepest block, the belief that I am separate, I am alone, and everything depends only on me. Maharaji's life showed people that grace is real. But grace does not always come like lightning. Sometimes grace comes quietly. It comes as a delay that saves you. It comes as a rejection that redirects you. It comes as a difficult phase that matures you. It comes as one sentence, one meeting, one prayer, one moment of surrender that changes your entire inner state. So today, if your life feels blocked, don't immediately assume that something is wrong with you. Pause, breathe, put your hand on your heart and ask, am I trying to control everything? Am I forgetting God while chasing results? Am I living from fear or from faith? Am I willing to do my duty and trust the timing? Because the door you are waiting for may not open through more force. It may open through more faith, not passive faith, not lazy faith, but living faith. The kind of faith that wakes up every day and does the work. The kind of faith that prays but also acts. The kind of faith that serves even while waiting. The kind of faith that says, I do not understand everything right now, but I trust that grace is working. This is the heart of Neem Karoli Baba's teaching. Love everyone, serve everyone, remember God. If you feel blocked, start here. Today, do one act of love without expectation. Help one person without announcing it. Sit quietly for 5 minutes and repeat the name of God, Hanumanji, Ram, or whatever name fills your heart with peace. And then do your work honestly. Do not beg life from a place of fear. Walk with life from a place of faith, because maybe your life is not blocked. Maybe grace is rearranging it. Maybe the delay is protecting you. Maybe the silence is teaching you. Maybe the closed door is not rejection. Maybe it is Maharaji's way of saying, not this, something better, trust. And when you truly trust, something inside you relaxes, the mind becomes lighter, the heart becomes stronger, and slowly, without noise, the path begins to open. Not always the path you demanded, but the path your soul was waiting for. So when life feels blocked, remember this. Force creates fear. Faith creates space. And where there is space, grace enters. If this message reached you at the right time, maybe it was not an accident. Maybe it was a reminder. You are not forgotten. You are being guided. Do your duty. Keep your heart clean. Serve where you can. Remember God. And let grace do what only grace can do.